William here with Patriot Containers. I've owned Patriot Containers for 11 years. I used to work for horrible cargo container companies 13 years ago that taught me a trade, but I paid attention to everything that these companies did wrong, and I walked out one day and I started a business to correct everything that's wrong. What's happening in the cargo container industry right now, when you're buying a cargo container, and I mentioned this in the last video, and I want to kind of talk about this more. The evolution of cargo container sellers, it went from bad companies to what I call multi-level marketing companies, where you have somebody that used to work for this company, and then that person stops, or that company shuts down, and this person works for another company, and this person works for, and they just keep multiplying. So I own a cargo container company, and I have no employees, and I provide a really good service. I don't want to make this video about me, though. I want to talk about what's happening to the cargo container industry, so you can be aware of the signs and the warning signs so you don't get scammed, and then you don't go with the wrong company that's going to rip you off. What's happening right now is and I'm seeing this so many times. I wish I could list the names of these companies that you guys are calling, or they're calling you, or you're seeing their sponsored videos everywhere, and they're all the exact same. They have the same exact formula of how they get away with this. It always starts with one owner, and that one owner starts hiring 1099 salespeople all over the United States. And those people market that owner's business. Well, if the company is bad and the salespeople don't get paid commissions, the salespeople won't sell. So how do they have to come up with a system that is foolproof for the company, the employees, and the owner, but the system is rigged against the buyers, the actual people that they depend on to keep them in business? So there's people in this world that want one container and they'll never need another one. And there's people that need a lot of containers. But these multi-level marketing companies, I'm seeing them more and more and more and more. And when I dive into these companies and actually start researching them, they're the exact same. They're the exact same. So they hire salespeople that sit at home and sell containers. And they want to make this system to where you purchase through a text message, or you purchase through Facebook Marketplace, or you purchase through anything. But when you place an order with these companies, you go onto their website and you have to click on their terms and conditions. That's the biggest no-no that you can do to yourself as a buyer. So, what do these companies tell you guys? Well, a lot of them say 60 or 90-day full money back refunds. What does that sound like? If you don't like your container, you can get all your money back. It's the biggest lie you'll ever be told. Only pay on delivery. Well, there's a loophole on that one too. They have to verify your credit card, and you have to sign their terms and conditions. Lifetime warranty on parts, lifetime warranty on support, lifetime warranty on leaks. Some of these guys say 10-year warranty or frame. All these things are what you want to hear to feel so safe and secure to give these types of companies your business. But it doesn't matter with what you were told verbally over the phone. Because once you place an order with these companies and you sign their terms and conditions, they now don't have to bring you a container right away. It doesn't matter if they told you 10 days, 5 days, 2 weeks, or actually gave you a date. If they don't show up 5 different times and you cancel your order, by signing their terms and conditions, you've allowed them to charge you a cancellation fee. They haven't done anything, and they're still gonna get paid. That salesperson still needs to get paid. What's the next one? So if you have a sales rep And by the way, most sales reps are lying to you guys. They just are. So sorry. These people get paid commissions. They don't care about whether you like the container or not. They just want to get paid. There's new ones, there's good used ones, and then there's bad ones. They will do whatever it takes to make a sale because they're going to make a commission. They don't care. So if a container finally arrives and it's the rustiest piece of shit you've ever seen with holes in it, if you refuse that container by signing the terms and conditions, you've allowed them to keep your delivery money, a restocking fee, and a cancellation fee. They don't want to deal with that. So what do they tell you? No, just allow the driver to leave. Drop the container down. Call our warranty department. We'll take care of it. Remember that we got a lifetime warranty, or what these companies, any company that has a warranty is just a red flag, horrible. So you call their warranty department the next day, and it's a cat and mouse game. Email only, we won't take calls. They're going to desert you guys, but they didn't desert you when they were taking your order. They were there, and probably 10 different agents called the crap out of you. But the second there's a problem, crickets. So you get a container with holes, and you call their warranty. A week later, you get a boat patch in the mail. Sorry. Every company in this industry that says they have a warranty, that's exactly what it is. Okay? Now you're pissed. Double pissed. Okay? But remember, they have a 60 or 90 day full money back guarantee. So you call 50 days, 80 days, whatever the stupid company told you, which is a lie. You've allowed them, by signing their terms and conditions, to charge you a pickup money, the delivery money that got it there, restocking fee, cancellation fee, and you can lose up to 100% of your money, and they don't have to come back and bring you another container. They just wipe their hands clean and keep your money, and that's it. These type of companies are multiplying big time right now. Every single one of them I see is multi-level marketing companies that are telling you guys not to call. They're telling you, oh, they don't have prices on their website. That's untrustworthy. Well, I've been in business for 11 years, and I still to this day don't have a single complaint from anybody that's ever bought a container from me. I challenge you. Please, look into Patriot Containers. Again, I don't want to make this video about me, but I'm just seeing so many multi-level marketing companies now that are getting away with highway robbery of this foolproof way to sell 5,000, 8,000 pound containers and just never be accountable. They have a system that's rigged against you as a buyer, but rigged for the company, and that's it. It's not a system that works. It's a system that fails. And a lot of these owners, when you're talking to a sales rep, you should ask, hey, can I talk to the owner? And see if that sales rep actually transfers it. In sales, I've done so many sales jobs over the years. I'm going to be 48 next month. And I've had sales jobs since I'm 19 years old. The only difference with me is I have morals and standards, and I don't rip people off, and I tell the truth. I win people over with honesty and results. And I get a lot of referrals, and I get a lot of repeat business. A lot of these owners are hiding behind their employees. So you go, hey, can I speak with the owner? And all they're going to do is transfer you to like their sales manager that's going to lie to you. A lot of these owners are cowards, and they hide behind their employees. So all these complaints that these companies have, they literally have departments for complaints. They literally have to hire people to deal with your guys' complaints. They don't have a system that works. They have a system that is failed and flawed from the very beginning. When you sell with lies in the beginning, it's automatically failure already because it's not true. And then when the customer finds out. So the whole point of this video is like every company that I look into nowadays, it's all multi-level marketing. They all say money back guarantees, warranties. It's all blatant lies to make you sign their terms and conditions and then put you into a trap. That's all it is. It's a system of sales and marketing. That's all it really is. They might deliver a product someday, but it doesn't matter when it gets there, and it doesn't matter if you hate it either, and then you feel ripped off or scammed. They don't care. It's the sad thing about this industry, though, is I started this business because I used to work for companies that were similar but not as bad as these new companies that popped up around COVID. But they're just multiplying now. It's literally multiplying. So I'm the only one on YouTube like expressing these concerns or whistleblowing these companies. I wish more companies that were good actually did this. These companies are horrible. And if an attorney general ever looked into these types of companies, they would shut them down or make them change their ways. But as of right now, they're just getting away with highway robbery of lying to you guys to make sales, lying about the cosmetics, lying about the condition. I've called these companies, and these sales reps are the most dumbest people I've ever talked to on the phone. And there's two scenarios. Either A, they're lying, or B, they're dumb. They're dumb people. So they can't sell with the truth, so they have to lie to make sales. That's how these companies grow. So it's just like being paid to lie to people. They're scummy people. They don't care about their customers, and they only care about their paychecks. Unfortunately, you're buying a 5,000 or 8,000 pound container. Whenever it gets there, you better hope you like it. Because if you don't, you're screwed. And they're not going to help you. They're going to make your life a living hell. Yeah, I've talked to these employees, and they're just the dumbest people I've ever talked to that are blatantly like misleading on critical information that you need to know. But now they're telling you guys not to call. That's the dumbest thing. Imagine buying a 5,000 or 8,000 pound cargo container through a text message. I don't think that's smart. Sorry. That doesn't mean if you call these companies, they're going to tell you the truth, though. They're still going to lie to you. They just have a long list of lies to tell you, so you make that purchase. Because once you make that purchase and you sign that terms and conditions, you're screwed. So again, if you go to patriotcontainers.com, I have a section on my website called the Customer Protection Agreement. You can download this document and save it and then send it to these companies and say, hey, I'm willing to give you my business, but I have to pay by debit or credit card only. I need your business owner to sign this agreement, which strips you as a seller of all your rights of stealing my money. And I want to be protected if I buy a cargo container from you. If they sign it, and you actually pay by debit or credit card, give them your business. So when they screw up, all you have to do is call your credit card company and do a chargeback. And then provide the document, you'll get all your money back. But if they don't sign it, you have to ask yourself, why won't you sign this agreement that protects me as a buyer? I'm the buyer. I'm the person that provides income for your company to stay in business. The reason you're in business is to sell to me as a buyer. But you don't want to sign this agreement that protects me? And so, anyways, that's just about that document. I wish more people used it. They don't sign it. You should read the document. Go to patriotcontainers.com and click on the thing that says Customer Protection Agreement. Read it. And if these companies will not sign it, you might want to question what their intentions really, really are. But yeah, the point of this video is that I'm just seeing multi-level marketing companies, and it's 1099 sales reps sitting at home selling containers, marketing on their Facebook, marketing everywhere for another company, while an owner hides like a coward and doesn't have to deal with anything that goes wrong. He or she, by the way, has hired employees to take care of everything. And they provide one of the shittiest services I've ever seen in my life. I read these complaints. If you're new to my videos, I read a lot of complaints and I comment on it. And I know who these companies, what shipping line companies these companies buy from. I know with what condition that they're delivering you because I can see all their complaints. And I pretty much can tell you with what their invoice says that they will never, ever show you. So a lot of it's never ending. But when I read these complaints, it's that people have gone through the worst service you could ever imagine, where A, they got their money stolen, B, they were lied to, and somebody delivered a huge cargo container that weighs a lot, and it's in the worst condition you've ever seen, And then the company that they trusted the most totally deserts them and says, hey, sorry, we've already moved on to the next sale. You're not a customer anymore. You've already given us our money. You signed our terms and conditions, which is technically your fault, but they told you so many lies before your sale from an idiot salesperson that works for a company that doesn't have your best interest. It's really with what these multi-level marketing companies are. And it's sad to watch this industry get worse, actually. And it wasn't like this when I started my business. It was bad, but there was good and bad companies. But these companies that are multi-level marketing companies that have come up with a foolproof scheme on how to steal your money, these companies are actually getting worse for you. And so that's why I'm making my videos. These companies affect my business, and I have a business in this industry. And so I have every right to expose these types of companies because I'm sick and tired of them. They just keep multiplying and multiplying and multiplying. I don't know, because I see so many of them now that I don't know. Because if you want to know what a multi-level marketing company is, go look up a company called My Mini Casa. My Mini Casa was, let's just estimate, it started 7 or 8 years ago. And that was the true definition, where they hired a bunch of Romanian people all over other countries and employees here as well. But they provided a marketing sales service for the employees, not as the customers. And when you dive deep into these types of companies, you're going to realize that it's not designed for the customers. It's designed for the company. Well, when that company started stealing people's money and not delivering products, they shut down. And then the employee started another company. He was the butt buddy of Aaron Peterson, started another company in Utah. Well, another person that worked there started another company in Florida. Now I'm seeing all these other types of multi-level marketing companies pop up. And I don't know where are these old employees that used to work. So all they're doing is multiplying this shitty service to rip off people. It's really with what it is. And I'm sick and tired of it. It's disgusting. So anyways, guys, I don't know how long that one is, but have a good one. I'm still redoing my backyard. So have a great day. Goodbye.